encanamento, sem crush nem ficante. Quem nasceu pra ser fiel, nunca vai ser amante.
Howlers versus Dentinels. I mean, both teams having star players. We're just looking to see which one is it gonna be that's gonna pop off today. Obviously, eyes on Kinshiro, eyes on Flick from the side of Howlers, and then eyes on Reaper from the side of Clove. From the side of Clove. We just talk about
It's okay.
Clove. It's just natural for me to speak right now, but side of Dentinels. So
Definitely.
yeah, star players on their agents.
I think if you come this close to fighting in the finals, I think if even if you lose, you shouldn't be bothered, because if you throw in your 100% and you show to the world what you're capable of in terms of your aim, in terms of your IQ, everything, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, you get your highlights on the big screen. I think it sends the message off to the community, I believe, even if you lose.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, anyone would obviously keep fighting despite whatever the result is.
Definitely.
They just have to have that fighting spirit until the end, no matter what happens. And that is certainly going to be the key. For Howlers, they're going to be super confident. For Dentinels, they have their
definitely.
work cut out because they're going up against some big names.
Obviously, it's is one of the giants of our community. So Dentinels, as you said, they have a lot of work to do.
Versus Irvin, actually. But now we have our player's name on top. Woody, obviously we recognize that fits anywhere. And also we have Reaper on the side of Dentinels. So it's going to be an interesting match, definitely, to see. Yeah.
Since when are you playing games, Alikit?
I don't know. I think Woody also plays like some similar agents as to how I play as well. Like he
Sure.
plays the Viper as well. I play Viper as well on maps. He plays Fade as well. I like Fade as well. So
I mean, sure. I mean, that works.
yeah. However, I'm not a very good smoker. I just do not want to play.
Same.
Yeah. I
I'm not Reaper, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta change that name right now.
Maybe we put a Sentinel from their side. Like
Sure.
a Cypher player, maybe perhaps.
Sentinel, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be something to watch out. Like me and you having a 1v1 in this sort of
Oh, sure. I mean, come on, brought it up.
yeah, our teams. I think we should just let them go out and have a show match of our own. Like pick random players from both teams.
Let's
have a
do
go at
it. I agree with that. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, this will be Team Cypher. This will be Team Killjoy.
Cypher is bad right now, so I give it to you already.
I mean, Killjoy would be my pick, obviously. I will be the one running Killjoy. The setups, obviously. I, at one point, had so many lineups, so many setups thought out for Killjoy. And, well, as we talk about comparisons, now, after being compared here, players putting up insane stats. Look at that, Reaper. Obviously, Clove. Like, he only plays Clove. This guy is made for the agent, and M2K as well. Wele is kind of his signature agent as well. Ever since this Wele meta started to come through, M2K has been so impactful. Initially, Howlers, they actually had Kenshiro on that agent, and
Exactly.
M2K was going for a Sentinel approach. But now, ever since then, they've understood that what works for them already, Kenshiro on that Neon, and M2K on the Wele.
Definitely.
Both of them entering site, taking as much space as possible, making life easier for Salt, Woody,
Definitely.
and King.
The distractions that these two duo has been creating is very impactful. So I think it's the perfect agent for them.
Indeed, and Reaper obviously with the Clove as well. The Decay, we have to obviously talk about how much impact that lands. Obviously, we talk about how it's useful when he's dead. Any Clove that's dead, you can still smoke. But the Decays and the Pick-Me-Up, as like you can just basically turn into a duelist. Like a hybrid type of Reyna gameplay. Like as soon as you get a kill, you can heal yourself up. Take 1v1s once again, create space for your team as well. After you've deployed the smokes.
Definitely. I think Chloe is one of those agents that the whole community agrees upon. Could be a partial duelist, honestly.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, very hybrid type of agent, and obviously in ranked as well.
Definitely.
So that is going to be one to look out for. But yeah, on the other side as well, the Swele is going to be so annoying, and we are now on to the vetoes as well. And it looks like it's going to be Abyss as our first battleground here of this grand finals. And the starting team on the defense would be Dentinels. It is Howlers pick. So Abyss, an attack-sided map. And once again, after Abyss, we're going to be going to Haven, another attack-sided map. That's the pick of Dentinels, and they'll be starting on the defense, surprisingly. Because obviously, Howlers, being the team that they are, they're going to be preferring attack any day of the... I mean, it doesn't matter to them,
They're hybrid. Come on, Alike. We see that defense maybe they did the same
Yeah.
thing. Attack maybe they did this. They are just basically partial attackers. They don't even need defense at this point. Come
certainly, I think attack or defense, I think, is pretty much the same for them. And our decider would be, I believe, Pearl, I think, if need be. But yeah, certainly interesting map choices. Abyss, we haven't seen so far in the semifinals. So
We have.
it's going to be an interesting one to see.
on. Definitely. I believe Howlers would be very joyed with the fact that Salt has been doing perfectly on Astra on it. I think that's a great pick. That probably could be a bit beneficial for Howlers.
And Abyss as well, obviously starting on the attack side. This is going to be ceiling for them as well. I mean, they would obviously, from historically what we've seen that they run, it is usually a Viper. Viper providing a lot of lurk opportunities, mostly Woody playing that agent. But it will be interesting to see. He sometimes switches up with the Sova as well. Sova also being a very valuable agent on this particular map, but we'll have to see how they approach it. And on the other side, usually, I would be in agreement of a Clove for anything for Reaper. And, well, he's still going for it. As we see, Duelist for Dentinels, Jet and Wele, alongside Sova for Mirai, Reaper, Clove, and Basel on the Vice. So interesting choice of a Sentinel here. And on the other side, is going to be King on the Chamber, surprisingly.
I'm seeing that for the first time. I'm pretty excited for it, honestly.
And we have obviously double Duelist on the other side, the same one that Dentinels has, Jet and Wele for the side of Kenshiro and N2K respectively, and Salt would be on the Sova, and Woody is on the Astra. That is a certainly interesting change.
Interesting. Well, they know it better. But again, have you seen Up
I
going
think
for
I've
Wele?
never- yeah?
Have you? Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
think I've never seen Woody play Astra.
I've never seen him play Smokes. Leave
I mean,
Astra alone.
I have seen him play Omen sometimes.
Oh
but
yeah, sure. I haven't.
Astra, I'm not sure. Good. How? But obviously, with the pulls that we saw from Salt yesterday, it's going to be very interesting to see. And we're almost going to be ready to get into the game as well. As the timer will tick down, we will be ready for both these teams. As we just wait to sort out any potential delays, and then we will be moving forward with the game. And as we talked about yesterday as well, people who are confident with their aim, investing into the bandit very often as well. Like people, like maybe like be very annoyed with the ghost, perhaps.
Not gonna be surprised if he actually replicates it again.
As the timer is now going to be ticking down, we're just about ready for both these teams to have a showdown at Abyss. Dentinels on the defense, Howlers on the attack side. And immediately look at how they're all positioned already, Howlers. They are ready to slam onto that A side. Basel gonna be alone with the Vice. It's gonna be very interesting to deal with two duelists as a Vice, because even though one will probably be blocked out, another one can, both of these duelists can just fly over the wall.
Definitely means Basel has a lot of work to do here.
As we are now ready, the timer has finally ticked down and we are underway for the grand finals here at the Valorant Winter Cup. between Howlers and Dentinels. Already a slow approach from the side of Howlers. Very unusual for them. Very unusual.
Definitely. I mean, I was kind of expecting them to just outburst into the side, but
Reaper here.
what? Okay.
Okay. Are they just having a party?
What?
Tea party?
What is going on?
I think they've probably like pre-decided how they want to approach this round.
I mean, that's a pretty interesting friendship, I would say. Wait, a technical
I
pass.
mean, we have players falling off the map, and it's going to be a technical pause, but it felt like this was like a pre-planned round. They were just going to have a
Exactly.
knife fight there.
Exactly. I mean,
Last player standing. Flawless.
And look at that. An insane 3K from King.
oh my god, very insane, Alicate. Wow. Oh my god. I think there's some issue. There's some technical issue here.
Yeah, we'll definitely get that resolved probably as quickly as possible from our team and get straight back into the game.
Huh. They brought me. Well, you gotta be the best sometime.
I mean, we talk about how insane that round was. Can we talk about
I mean,
insane that
can
3K
we
was?
please? Because like what, I was like, that insane 3K that King showed us. I mean, I think that's the best clip of the game.
Yeah, and it felt like, I mean, Reaper, how he looked at all those three players.
I think he
I
got.
think that he had the aura there, definitely. The stare down in his opponents. He put the fear he brought in them, definitely.
And I just made them jump out of the heaven there or something.
Who jumped off the map. because
Sure.
of his aura.
Okay, I mean, come on, Ali kid. I think that's fine. That's enough. I mean,
But, I mean, yeah, we're just having fun here.
Exactly.
Until the game gets on for good, and I believe that is going to be right about now. I'm surprised Woody is like still showing up on Astra. I thought it was a glitch, but Woody, if you're gonna watch the stream back, I'm really surprised that you're playing Astra.
definitely.
Because I've never seen it.
As surprised as you are, Ali kid, I
I'll
am.
have to keep a lookout for that as well as to how he compares to Saul.
Oof, look at that.
Immediate first contact he's taken by Chokula, spotting out King. Oh, going for an exploration. Kenshiro already taking space. Basel is down. First pick of the second match. Kenshiro will be brought down by Reaper towards that heaven side, getting aggressive here. Man,
They found my trap.
A tap on the ground. A drop down by Chokula will be taken care of by M2K.
Don't miss me too much. One enemy remaining.
M2K. He seems to be on point. He's not really missing much of those shots.
Exactly.
Rats away from her.
And the pistol is on the Howler side.
Pistol round secured already. Swift round. A little bit of an initial presence towards that mid side. King trying to go for a lurk play. Provided the perfect distraction for Kenshiro to take space towards the A side. M2K, if he's going to be hitting shots like this, you just know it's going to be a very dangerous
Very
thing
dangerous.
for Dentinels to face off against.
Definitely. And the outlaw time coming in from the King, not from M2K. What do you think?
I mean, Chamber would probably be one of the best agents to utilize
Definitely.
that gun with. And going for an aggressive lurk here. No one so far going to be found for the side of King. This smoke does kind of anticipate some presence or taking space towards that mid side. King will, however, find Reaper, so Clove is down.
Spike planted.
Just equal for the side of Dentinels. M2K. Well, we're going to be seeing a lot of that in today's game with the Bucky in the hands of the Waylay, but some kills being found. Decent damage done by Dentinels. Down on the side of Howlers.
That's a bad whiff though. You couldn't have afforded at that.
Blinding.
Well, and M2K will be recovering that.
One
Guardian
enemy remaining.
solved. They'll find the kill onto the opposing Sova, and M2K will finish off proceedings here at the bye round.
Definitely. I mean, the time where Kenshiro was down for a minute second, we would have thought that it could have gone to the Dentinels, but M2K was there for the rescue.
Certainly was, and as we see on the replays, we'll definitely have to see how King manages to find just manage on Kenshiro before being brought down by M2K, recovering.
One enemy remaining.
Well, as we saw, Bandit, very good gun in the hands of good aimers, and Salt showing that as well here.
Definitely.
Wall trick.
Once again, going to be under so much pressure here as
activated.
Howlers just
Lock
waste
trap
no time
destroyed.
taking the space here. Those Razor Wines is not going to stop Howlers whatsoever. And despite all of that, Basit just managed to find Kenshiro out of the equation. King, however, on the other side of the map, will find right there. And Alp also manages to find King.
Spike planted.
Spike is now in play. Alp is driving on the heaven side. Salt will be spotting him out.
Slow down.
Use of the way that you could clear out any close angles. Woody will take first contact, confirming the space here. And now M2K will be arriving on the angle as well. Approach.
Ooh, he gets one.
One
Can
enemy
he spot
remaining.
M2K there though? M2K is very aggressive. Goes for the second one.
Last player standing.
For the third one.
As well, but it is the
Oh, he goes for the ult. Wait a second. What?
and he pulls off the clutch with the Bucky.
Why?
Irvin, 4 kills. He was surrounded by all of the players
out
from
these guys
Dentinels,
aren't the
Wait,
badass
but
in
pulling
the
it off
world.
with the Bucky, and in the
Fine
end,
by me.
the ultimate arrives in time for him.
Right there.
As we talk, the perfect utilities, Alikate. This is what we're talking about.
Despite a lot of 1v1 losses from the side of Howlers, very unnecessary fights, but M2K just standing solid as a rock here with a Bucky. We have to
Bucky.
emphasize on
It
that
has a
so much.
Bucky. Oh my goodness.
And in that position, usually a player like any player would be nervous if they want to invest the ultimate in that scenario, but he goes for it, takes the risk, and it definitely pays off.
Definitely. With the save round coming in for Dentinels, they have a lot of work to do here. M2K is probably spotted. Reaper there towards the mid.
Reaper nowhere to go here. Both angles being watched for by the side of Howlers. M2K gonna be off of that smoke here. Now
he's gonna be
slowed
pushed
down as
off.
well. I mean, that's gonna be a very annoying thing to deal with.
Slow
The
down.
melee, the saturates.
King is down, but M2K was there to take the damage.
Blocking sight.
Chokula also back down to solo here. And Shiro
Oof,
will be brought down.
With the sheriff.
The
Interesting.
sharp shooting, but the shock dart placement is perfect from Salt.
What
guy
is this?
actually calculated that.
Oh my goodness, that is some good mathematics there. Leaves Mirai and Basso in a 2v3 scenario.
Spike planted.
Exploration towards the side here, and Woody is tucked nicely onto that angle. Just gonna dissipate in front of Mirai. M2K will be taking the contact. Mirai knows that M2K is low, and that shot dart would have been very deadly indeed. Once again, replicating what Salt did.
Definitely. Can she spot it out? She
Last player
does.
standing.
And Woody,
Woody.
the positioning is just too good here. As soon as he heard the contact his teammate was taking, had the perfect opportunity to pounce.
Definitely. He came out of the shadows and kind of finished the job there.
And look at M2K.
That
Popping off already.
KDA already, come on, Alika. That's just beautiful.
Now we win.
Odin in play, surprisingly, in the hands of King.
What? I think that's some mistake, probably. Come on.
I mean,
No
that's
way.
what it shows on the HUD, so I'm not sure how they're looking to play this already an Odin instead of an operator, because that's what we're usually used to seeing
Exactly.
a chamber play.
Exactly. That's pretty surprising. But let's see how he's going to be using that one in.
Slow approach. Both teams playing super passive. Actually, well, it is a technical pause. I was like, there is no movement from the side of Howlers. They're just standing still. That would be the reason. And well, okay.
Well,
I think we're probably gonna see another King 3K, but the admins are like, nope, this time we're not gonna show that.
yep. I think they're gonna rewind the round here, probably. Exactly.
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned, but sometimes old ways are best.
Howlers and Dentinels. Howlers already off to a hot start as usual for them.
I mean, Dentinels have invested in the operator as well, but the shockingly Odin that we're seeing from King is actually
that wasn't
real.
a glitch.
That wasn't a glitch. Look at that. They're gonna fall onto the operator, but he's gonna be tucked off here.
Despite all of those distractions, Shokila manages to land the shot, and Mirai with the support as well, getting 2 kills with the Vandal. So
Take flight.
the distractions that we were talking about don't seem to phase off Dentinels in the slightest. Shokila now repositions towards that heaven side. Mirai still trying to see any player lurking from the side of Howlers.
One enemy remaining.
Mirai finds 3 on the round here. Finally coming alive. Now Woody left alone will be brought down by Shokila, and we have to definitely give props to him. He was under so much pressure, but thankfully he had the support from Mirai as well, securing those 2 kills, and on top of that, landing that op shot, I think was very crucial.
Exactly. That distraction that Howlers is known to be creating just did not seem to deceive Dentinels for this one.
Certainly it did not, and we'll have another look at that shot here. He was looking to see which one to shoot, because he was so locked in, either on M2K
Last
or
player
Kenshiro.
standing.
And then Mirai just beautifully ending it with Shokila on the operator.
Play.
Tour de Force now also in play. Basel still anchoring towards this A side here. Razor Wines at the feet, but slower approach from Howlers. Definitely not what we saw against their game against Game Theory. Against them, they were just speeding up the pace on a lot of the occasions, but this time, just testing the patience of Dentinels, how they're gonna look to rotate. Is trying to contest every piece of the map.
Exactly. It seems like Howlers have been looking a lot at the walls of Dentinels here, but oh, they're in.
And this time Kenshiro will not make the mistake of jumping
he
on
won.
top of that, because Basel last time around on this exact same side got the better of him.
Exactly. M2K holding off that angle.
You want
Can
to fight
Basel
it?
spot someone out from here? Oh, the ult has been invested here by Astra.
Provided play. Kings will have the opportunity to make that go to force Sing, and the investment of the converging paths as well from the side of Dentinels. Making a retake, but
What could this be?
that is certainly very interesting. I mean,
Does that actually happen in customs?
who was doing that?
No, does that happen in
I think
customs?
they probably would be checking King's PC perhaps, because he landed that 3K, at the start of the pistol round, the first pistol round. I think they're probably looking into that as to how he did that. Or maybe they're going to be looking to Shokila as to how he managed to do that insane op shot. They are going to have to be looking at all of these PCs.
That is pretty interesting. Nothing we were anticipating at this point of time, but it is what it is. Was that perhaps a glitch or something? I don't think so,
Not
right?
sure, but that is very rare to see. I've never seen anything like that.
It's the first time in my career as well, but
So there's going to be some thorough investigation as to what happened actually. Who is the culprit here?
should we just switch up this whole casting into
An
find
investigation?
out the culprit of the cheating here? Or I mean, come on,
I mean,
that is
certainly, I definitely hope no one is doing anything of that caliber, but yeah, certainly very interesting.
kind of shocked. Like, it's hard to.
Should we take a break perhaps?
Yeah, I think we should take a break now.
Or I think, like, how are they gonna get back into the game? Because, like, I just don't understand. Because it was in the middle of a round.
Exactly. So wait, it
So
could
just
be.
round gets played over once again now. Like, that round starts once again, I
think
guess.
I think if a cheaters get detected, the team automatically disqualifies.
I mean, nah,
You know, that's how it
I
works.
think it could be a glitch, certainly, but
It could be some software, maybe perhaps in the PC or something. We never know, It could be possibly that, but
certainly.
hopefully it's not bad. It's not bad.
Certainly,
Hopefully.
but yes, I think at that point, let's just talk about how the game has gone so far. Howlers, once again, having a dominant start, as usual for them. Dentinels, however, they did show some signs of fighting back in that one round where Mirai popped off and Shokila landed that insane shot,
Definitely.
the must-landing shot to secure the round as well. Because if he falls under pressure with that distraction of the Waylay and the Jet, because both those duelets are just so fast.
Exactly.
Sorry, with the smoke as well.
I agree with you that those distractions just did not stop Dentinels there. I mean, he still stepped up and got that operator with Mirai. We need to talk about Mirai. The distraction, the fact that she was there for the support and the covers, it was just played amazingly, honestly.
Yeah, and yeah, we talk about that shot, but obviously, as you said, Mirai was also crucial in securing that round. That 2K just basically slows down any sign of Howlers advancing onto the side here. They're just trying to see if any Dentinel players get impatient, but they're certainly doing a very good job of that as well. But on the other side, Howlers, from what we've seen so far, a slightly different approach as to how they're approaching this finals as compared to their semifinals against their rivals. Game Theory.
Definitely.
This
They
time,
kinda
playing a
slowed
very
off.
defaulty, like how Game Theory plays.
Exactly, just like Game Theory.
Yeah,
Yep.
but this time, contesting every piece of the map with Drone on the other side, King lurking towards that mid, and then creating fake pressure with the smokes as well. But yeah, on the other side, Dentinels, a team that isn't very used to these type of plays, could fall under the pressure or like the fakes as well. But in that one round, they held their nerve, definitely.
Yeah, they've proved it. They're ready for further action that could be portrayed here by Howlers on Dentinels. But again, we need to talk about the round that M2K kind of clutched off there. I mean, that shotgun Bucky round, it's just
Yeah, that was
almost
just
impossible scenario, honestly.
complete insanity from M2K there. But also, he used the smokes around the side as well to absolute perfection.
There was
Like,
perfection.
to his advantage here, just playing around that Reaper. As much as he tried to like get the bomb half under that smoke, but despite all of that, M2K just investing the ult, making that split-second decision to go for that investment.
Definitely. Well, hopefully they sort out the matter, whatever that was.
Yeah, definitely. We hope to see that matter get sorted out and game getting underway as quickly as possible. But other than that, what else can we talk about from this matchup so far? The attack side here, okay, Howlers, the one round surprisingly, in this scenario, the one that they played fast, they actually lost. The ones that they played
Slow, they
they've
won. Definitely. I mean,
So, I mean, they are definitely trying to experiment as to how they can test Dentinels, how they can kind of put them under the pressure of like different play styles, different pacing whatsoever. But so far, what they've probably understood that the slower play style is working against a team like that. Because a team like that, a newer team who doesn't have enough prac time, they definitely get nervous when a team is playing
Definitely.
very slow.
that is true for sure. I mean, Howlers is kind of testing out their different theories against Dentinels because they could be a bit more, different play style than game theory. So maybe they did go through the wards obviously before coming. They're not underestimating. That's the good point about Howlers.
Yeah, certainly. They're not underestimating the Howlers, and they're not also, from what we've seen from the individual players, there doesn't seem to be any signs of like afraid to face off against one of the best teams in Pakistan. Basel, as we saw, held his ground against Kanshiro as well.
He
'Cause
did. He did.
When you're jumping up on that spot towards that side, it's usually a very hard shot to land, but just eliminating him out of the round here,
Exactly.
despite not winning the round, but already gives your team like a huge confidence boost as to maybe you can pull off this retake.
And again, that's what gave Kenshiro the grounds to kind of learn because the next time he came across Basil's setup, he did not go for the same mistake. That's how you learn. That's how you go forward.
Yep, certainly. And, well, we are running out of things to talk about.
Oh, we are.
But what else we can talk about? I guess King, once again, we have to come back to King, how he pulled off that initial. Like, I just need to know how that.
We couldn't see it, obviously. So, I mean,
Yeah. And he was going to pull off another one as well, but that also got rolled back.
it's kind of concerning, though.
Yeah, it is
No,
very-
it's all. I think we shouldn't jump to conclusions here.
Certainly,
we
jump to
shouldn't do
conclusion,
that.
but Talking about King as well, let's just jump to that. Playing a very different role this time now. King, Killjoy player, Cypher player last time that he played,
Exactly.
SEC on this exact map, but now playing a Chamber that usually we see Kenshiro play.
Exactly. I mean,
Kenshiro or M2K, but
M2K, yep.
now it's in the hands of King.
I think
And-
it's best, I mean, he's got the aim for it. He's got the aim for the headhunter. He's got the aim for the tour de force. I think it's perfect, though.
Yeah, certainly, and that just makes life easier for Kenshiro and
It does.
M2K to shine where they're best, creating the space for their team and yeah, just putting the other team under pressure. On the side of Dentinels, so far we've not seen exactly like Reaper step up. We've seen Shokila and Mirai being the ones, the savior, and some hints of brilliance from Basel as well, holding down the
Definitely.
side. But those Razor Wines, they have to be like their placement so far. Like he's done a good job of adapting as well as to
Exactly.
how he wants to place those. Because wherever those are placed, that's usually where the jet dashes. Like that's the spot. So if he tries to make any movement, he's just going to be taking a lot of chip damage, and that benefits ultimately Dentinels.
Exactly. Usually the vices, they place those at certain spots where it's easily to be broken off. But for some reason, Kenshiro is just landing exactly on it. That's just giving some time for the defenders to kind of rotate in and, maybe make some pace up towards the side wherever the attackers are attacking.
Certainly. I mean, at this point, like I would like to request to the admins, can we have a break, please? Like at this
Yeah,
point,
exactly.
like,
I think
I
we-
mean,
we
if
d-
this is going to be taking a bit of a time, then it'll certainly be. We should be definitely moving to a break and just sort out the things here and just come back to the game.
Definitely.
What else can we talk about? I mean, what about the show match? Like we were talking about, like what we saw on that initial screen. What we have Woody against, it was Reaper. There were my name under Woody and your
And
name
mine
under
under
Reaper.
Reaper. That's like exact opposites. But again, it seems like the management is a bit more, interested to match up both of us in some custom rather than the usual match or something. But well, we're up for it.
Yeah, we're down for it.
We're
I
down
mean,
for it.
I'll like skirmish. Sure, I'm very good at skirmish. So nothing with utility involved. So I have not been playing a lot of ranked. So yeah, that's,
Same way. We're just too busy casting. We don't play that much.
Yeah, I mean, just death matches are fine, honestly, for me.
That's match demon
Yeah,
of our community.
I just fight. If you spot me in a death match and just popping off, maybe winning, just know I'm listening to music or the music is like it's completely silent. I'm just vibing basically. Like it's just running around killing people. That's just what I do in the deathmatch. And sometimes, like, you definitely run into some of these like high ranked players. They're like, how like, and they look at the tracker. They have the trackers online. They look at how what your rank is. But
I mean,
yeah, they say like you're definitely not plat.
well, that's because you don't play comp. Maybe go for comp.
It's just too much effort. It's just too much effort.
He's employed.
Everyone, what like you just gotta do what you gotta do at that point. Because when you're employed, basically, very minimal chance that we
He
get.
touches grass a lot, guys.
No, I do not touch grass. I
You
sit
do,
on
you
my
do.
chair as well.
Sure.
Like, even at work as well. But yeah. Can we have a break, please? If
I think we've run out of things. There's not much to talk about.
yeah.
Walking, brush me again, won't see much talking. Old lot of violence, swinging corpse and sold in a sideways. Bring 10 Walkmans, been squawking like, boy, don't test me. Now I mean it, boy, don't best me. Man, pop around, said too much esky. Flex like Messi, then get kicked off the jet ski. Chat my garbage stuff, always wanna chat my damage shot. You want wait for average, want to be walking my chat, my savage pop. You got a team, go get 'em. No hesitate, my G, just bell up. But we can slick to wait after Richter. You and your gifts get drenched in venom.
relacionamento sem crush nem ficante. Quem nasceu pra ser fiel, nunca vai ser amante. Todo mundo vai do empurra a tampa do pão de cama. Todo mundo vai do empurra do pão de cama. Quem nasceu pra ser fiel, nunca vai ser amante. Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante. Quem nasceu pra ser fiel, nunca vai ser amante.
again, won't see much talking. Old lot of violence, swinging corpse and sold in a sideways. Bring 10 Walkmans, been squawking like boy don't test me. Now I mean it, boy don't best me. Man, papa man said too much esky. Flex like Messi, then get kicked off the jet ski. Chat like I been stuck, always wanna chat like that means shock. You got way too average, what to be walking my chat like savage pop. Either the team go get him, no hesitate, my G just bell him. No one can shake the weight of the Richter, you and your gifts get drenched in venom.
Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel
Nunca vai ser amante.
Todo mundo vai do empurra a tampa do pão de cama. Todo mundo vai do empurra do pão de cama.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel nunca vai ser amante. Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel
Nunca vai ser amante.
once again with the grand finals. We do apologize for the delay of the technical issues, but they have finally been resolved and we are underway once again.
Back in a flash. Bye-bye.
Not sure if that was meant to be refract, but regardless, M2K will just push Basel back so far. Reaper just playing patiently in that smoke here. As soon as that dissipates, Kenshiro not unaware, Salt with the good trade, and M2K getting the man advantage as well here. Spike now also in play for the side of Howlers.
Teleport's ready.
Westman of the converging paths here. Mirai on the other side will manage to only find one before being traded out. Chokla with the op. M2K sneaky as you like, not making any sound here, and Chokla almost turned around, but M2K just sharp on the shooting. Well, is he gonna go for a ninja?
Are you kidding me?
Oh wow, it's already at the half. King will just swing around at the perfect time and put an end to that play. So
I expected better.
yeah, it got really close, but yeah, certainly a good job of King not going too far around,
Teleport's
making
ready.
it just in time. And M2K here, so
enemy
sneaky
remaining.
here. Getting the kill on the Chokla, not allowing that op to get any value on that retake. And Chokla going for an aggressive peek, and Shiro will
Gonna fall back
get
here.
the better of him. Immediate acceleration from the side of M2K here. Gonna get that slow. So much pressure being placed on top of Ulb. Shiro just dancing around the smokes here. Now finally taking control of the site.
Enemy tag.
Spike planted.
Emerging path invested from the side of Dentinels. 3 kills found already. Howlers
enemy
doing a
remaining.
great job of holding down the side here. Reaper will fall down. Salt will bring him down, getting 2 kills. And Howlers up to 6.
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned. Sometimes old ways are best.
Indeed, and that investment on the converging paths, I don't mind that, definitely almost paid off here, but the 1v1s also being won by the side of Howlers as well. King managing to find only one, but
enemy
on the other
remaining.
side, Howlers having Salt
It is done.
as the solid rock there, securing the round.
You want to play? Let's play.
Tour de force invested. King taking that
Don't miss it
deep
too
mid
much.
angle once again. Once again.
Scanning ahead.
Shiro on the other side will be taken down by Mirai before being traded out. Salt. No time there. He'll be committing the plant now as well. 2v4 for Dentinels to navigate. Only Sheriff and Marshall to work with.
One enemy
On their
remaining.
side. M2K finds Reaper, and Chokla will be brought down by Woody. It definitely is, and they'll have to work around something as to how they want to deal with this aggressive playstyle now. Howlers, we talked about how, like before the pause as well, that their slower playstyle was working and the faster one wasn't. Now, they have completely shifted towards the faster playstyle. Damage dealt. So Mirai will be brought down by the Odin of King with on the chamber.
Be right back.
On top of heaven, he gets another kill. And as soon as he's gonna spot out the player model, Reaper will be brought down. That wall penetration from that machine gun is so lethal. Eight to 1 Howlers. After the pause, I think they're like, okay, there's just no point in playing slow. Let's just speed up the things here now. I mean, if someone does, certainly, yeah, someone will definitely be taking inspiration because we've seen Odin's in the hands of usually a Sentinel player or maybe like Sovas and Fade. But on a Chamber, we expect like an Off or like Outlaw, Marshal, Snipers basically. Now Kenshiro once again, alongside M2K, his partner in crime here will refract down to 2 HP. Basil will be facing the wrath of Kenshiro. It is pretty labored with the knives, but the rifle does the trick. Spam coming in from Reaper, just not gonna be making any connection. Looking to fight towards that CT side here will be brought down by Salt. Reaper manages to find Woody. M2K will maintain that man advantage towards the side of Howlers.
One enemy remaining.
Drop down for Reaper. He will be falling, leaving it all down to Mirai. Two players are low, so it could be a good go, but Mirai will indeed fall eventually. So 9 rounds on the half for Howlers. Not sure if someone took over Kenshiro's mouse over there, but he definitely doesn't miss those.
One enemy remaining.
No one is.
I think he probably does his job with that refract. I think gets the information for the team, definitely again in that case. Like with a shorty, that does decent chip damage, and once they get into the second round here, Kenshiro already with 2 kills now. I think he should just now stick to the rifle instead of the knives, I guess.
Silence.
Will not be going for any
Spike
ace, but he's done his job. King.
One enemy remaining.
M2K as reliable as you like here. Trying to go for a knife, Mirai. Given those 1v1s here, Salt just on the other side. Waiting for a reposition to happen, but Mirai is now making her way onto the side here. Spots out the gun barrel. Salt will just stay hidden
One
behind
enemy
this box.
remaining.
On for the ace here, but look at the position of Woody. He's playing
Concentrate,
perfectly
Sova.
towards that side. And look at that. A gravity well placed. As we saw from Salt yesterday, the time has ticked down. Woody will... Is he gonna go? I think he was trying to give Mirai the ace, perhaps. But in the end,
Last
secures
round
the round
before
for
the
Howlers. 20-4 for A2K. Last one more round before the half, already on 20. Here, they were maybe going for a knife play here.
Last player standing.
And now, as you get into the last round of the first half here on Abyss, immediate investment of the Sova ultimates from both sides. Hunter's Fury still not landing a kill, just does chip damage. M2K once again with the refract, making space for his team. Shiro gonna be taking care of that recon bolt as well. Tucked into this off angle. Nasty. This is such an unexpected angle. Investment of Seal Garden as well. Kenshiro, however, will get ahead of it. Finds Mirai and Basil. However, some trades coming definitely from the side of Dentinels. There's still a lot of work to do. M2K will now just leave it all down to Shokula to do it with the op. Manages to find one with the classic before eventually being brought down by Kenshiro and Howlers. a dominant first half
Switching
here at
sides.
Abyss, 11-1.
One
Definitely
enemy.
good attempts, definitely at the retakes, but just not enough. Is it going to be another 13-1 map for Dentinels and then a bounce back on the second one? Maybe we will certainly have to look for that on the second map, but still, this game is going to be a very tall orders for Dentinels on their attack side. And well, for the side of Howlers, I think they're probably not going to be wasting any moment in taking space towards this mid side, going for those aggressive plays. Look at this 3 players.
One down.
Shokila will eventually find the opener here onto Woody, opening up the site immediately. Recon Bolt will spot out the position of couple players. King and M2K managing to find the kill. Salt as well joins in on the fun. Mirai will manage to find one, but still work needs to be done here. Reaper will try to make things interesting now. In the 2v2 here. Overheal active. Mirai on the other side. Trying to
One
go to
enemy
these players here.
remaining.
Kenshiro will land the first shot. And now leaving it all down to Reaper. He's so low HP and he doesn't even expect the other player on top of that dancing silently. King will get the defuse.
Teleport's ready.
And now Howlers will be on map point for the first map in the Grand
No
Finals.
fireworks today, I'm afraid.
Or
Match point.
will it be another
This has
warm-up
gone
map?
on long enough, I think.
Let's see now.
This is an insane shot. Woody taking that 1v1 there, but despite that, team is there for the support to finish up the proceedings.
One
Kenshiro,
enemy remaining.
despite being under pressure from like both angles being constantly swung from the side of Dentinels, holds his nerve. Ooh, very labored from Woody. He does manage to find one in the end.
Shock dart. Out of charges.
M2K with a Bucky.
Nice and slow now.
Try to take some space here. King, however, takes advantage of ult, trying to get
player
aggressive.
standing.
And Shiro gets a kill onto Mirai. And, well, M2K arrives onto the scene for the final kill with the Bucky. And that will secure the first map for Howlers in the Grand
Team
Finals.
Ace. Defenders win.
130, come on. That's a lot of rounds that they were ahead of Dentinels here.
Certainly, they will have their work cut out for them. Only one map
One enemy
for
remaining.
Howlers to secure the title of the Valorant Winter Cup champions. And look at the scoreline here. Dominant performance as we see once again Howlers just taking over. And on the other side is going to be Map of Haven, a map that Howlers are so comfortable at. I'm not sure. Right, and now we will obviously, like in Haven as well, it's going to be very interesting as to how Dentinels will be approaching the map against Howlers, because on that map, Howlers, again, like we see on both ends, it's going to be so interesting with the different playstyles with the defense on the attack as well. So we'll just have to wait and see as to how Dentinels will be making sure to secure that second map, putting up a fight against Howlers. And certainly, well, the agent comps are going to be certainly one to look out for in that map as well. It's going to be probably a lot of slow, methodical playstyles from the side of Howlers. It's probably going to be fast-paced as well, taking space towards that A main side, garage splits, all that stuff. So definitely one to look out for. Now we look at the scoreboard as well here. Once again, Alb and Shokila, they tried their best, but against the wrath of M2K. Solo taking over, 23-5, doing so much. He does his job so well, taking space off the map, doing chip damage, getting the kills with barely a bucky. That is certainly interesting to see as to how good he is with that gun. And also, like, taking inspiration from Kenshiro, not obviously on the same agent as Kenshiro, but on a different agent, utilizing that utility of the Waylay perfectly with the saturate and then refrag back, allowing his team to finish up the kill, not having too much work to do. And obviously, we saw Woody playing the Astra as well, did a really good job. Although sometimes there were some 1v1s that he kind of unnecessarily took, but I think that's nothing to worry about. His team was there for the support, and like at a basic level, he played his role to perfection. Like as how Salt was playing yesterday on Pearl, like he played the Astra as how Astra should be played, with the correct placement of the Cosmic Device, allowing his team to slice up the site and take the retakes into consideration. And yeah, as well, we saw one round where it was Mirai and Woody in that 1v1. And yeah, the perfect placement of the gravity well, staying alive at that last possible second, not allowing him to be the one that dies first. Because if he's the one that ends up falling down, it is definitely very difficult for Saul to manage any of that whatsoever. And we just, yeah, whereas we were talking about M2K, definitely the MVP of Abyss. That was just his playground from top to bottom, start to finish. He was the dominant force that Dentinels was just not able to stop. 23-5, 232 ACS. Will they have an answer for this guy, Dentinels? They'll have to put in serious work on that map of Haven.
Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante.
Next!
One enemy remaining.
Right there! Right there!
One enemy remaining.
I'm going in! Clutch! Concealment!
Last player standing.
Teleport's ready.
Line them up! Going in!
One enemy remaining.
Line them up! Going in!
Trap destroyed. I win again.
One enemy remaining.
Neutralized. It is done.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
That's three.
One enemy remaining.
No.
Last player standing. enemy remaining.
Slowing them down.
One enemy remaining.
Hello.
Hello.
लाइव कितनी देर में कर रहे हैं वो पूछ रहे हैं.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second map of the grand finals now here between Howlers and Dentinels, which is going to be waiting for this timer to tick down and get right into the second map. Already a dominant performance from the side of Howlers at the Abyss, and well, once again, looking at the agents like here, Salt, interestingly, will be going up against Reaper. It will probably be a battle of who would be the best clove of Pakistan now. Reaper is getting challenged.
I mean, sure. I mean, I have to even put it that way. And King once again is going for Chamber, though. I mean, I think he's feeling a bit more comfortable on it.
Certainly. And, well, interestingly enough, it's a really rare sight to see Phoenix being played out. And certainly a very good pick on this map. We've seen in the past some pro players definitely making this agent shine. But we're now just going to get into the map of Haven here. Kenshiro already primed and ready, making his way into this garage site here. So much delay here. Ulp will manage to find Woody. Kenshiro will trade out the proceedings. Im2K not wasting any time as well. Kenshiro with the frenzy. Taking control so far. 22 HP. 28 HP.
That just leaves Marang and Basel in a very tough spot already right in. 4 of the defenders, 4 of the attackers still alive there. That's a lot of work, but Kenshiro comes in, gets that frenzy landed in. Basel on the first one, and Salt finishing it off.
Indeed. So, hot start once again for Howlers. They are definitely not going to be wasting any time. They want to end this quickly as possible. Dentinels, however, immediately understanding as to how Howlers would be approaching this attack side here with Fury. Im2K taking space B main. Kenshiro taking solo space in garage.
Exactly. I mean, that impact that these two have created was just intense. Ooh, there's just shotguns being invested in. Not much big of a riflery here, but... Ooh, Kenshiro manages to land one. M2K just following that up with Woody on the Sheriff. Once again, Alike, that's just Mirai and Basil left alone.
Remaining.
And Basil completely unaware as to how far along M2K has made his way into their spawn site. And they're going for a knife kill. And they will find it in the grand finals. They are looking to make a statement now, Howlers.
I think they're gonna be quite roasting in Mirai all the way throughout the year about how she got knifed on the tournament. I mean, I kind of feel bad for her, but
Grand finals
in the grand finals.
Disrespect. It was actually Woody in the end managing to find that knife kill. King starting things off, but Mirai follows up with 2 insane kills and a third as well, and a 4th on for the ace immediately. What was that?
King kind of lands in, pulls off that ace away from him. That's a 3K on King right now. Now he's heading in towards the A side here. Left alone in a vulnerable situation of a 1v2.
I mean, if we've seen anything from this guy, 1v2
Nah,
would not be a big problem for him, but certainly has to.
And that would be his ace as well.
It would be his ace to clutch out this round in a 1v2. Exploration confirms that he does not want to opt for that flank angle and will now be posted up in the short angle, clearing out heaven as well. Spotting out the CT player, but Showkiller is there sharp with the Vandal, and Dentinels will immediately respond back onto their gun round.
I think that's quite a lot of damage that Howler did deal towards their economy, but in the end, Dentinels finally stepping up here.
Indeed, and it got so close at the end as well. Mirai, we have to talk about insane 4K before being brought down by King with the Hen Hunter. This would have been very scary on their timing if King had maybe decided to peek a little earlier. Would have caught Basil off guard, making his way onto the site. Dart invested. King will be spotted out by that recon bolt. Not going to be landing away. Still going to be facing up against Showkiller. I'll be confirming the position of certain players. Kenshiro through the smoke by Ul. We brought down King. Just on the other side, Showkiller is ready to receive him. Just jumping up, we'll find that kill as well. The hot hands will deal the healing as well, but he will be brought down not by M2K. Getting the 3rd kill, Woody will now eventually bring him down. But he has a lot of work to do in a 1v4 now. Does have utility to work with. And could potentially isolate a 1v1 here onto Mirai. He will have to be diligent on this clear here. Goes for kind of a half clear, and Mirai in that position gets the better of him.
It's now been tied off, everybody. A lot of work being done here by Dentinels. I mean, the skill that we got from Alp through the smoke on Kenshiro was very crucial. And once again, Showkiller kind of stepping in right when he was needed the most. Gets 2 down, goes for that health regeneration, but before being put it down by Woody. And of course, Mirai kind of hiding in that spot, being ratty as she could, gets Woody down, finally tying the score to a 2v2.
Now, into the 5th round we go. Kenshiro gonna be taking some damage with that swarm grenade. M2K will not get the value this time around with the fast approach here. However, the team has arrived on the scene. King and Kenshiro alongside Salt, confirming their territory on the C site. The plant now also being committed. Settling into these post-line positions here. The drone now getting attacked on, but Showkiller with the run it back here manages to find one. He will be under a lot of pressure here. Good placement from the volley as well, trying to play. Mirai finds Woody. Salt
One enemy remaining.
still standing solid as rock here. Now in a 1v1 against Shokila after he gets a kill onto Kenshiro. But a flash, a self-flash imposed by Shokila. Spike has now been smoked up. Salt. Will he be aware of the tap? And he is aware. 3 kills. The savior for Howlers in that round got messy in the end, but as reliable as you like. Whenever he's last alive, I think we've seen him clutch up so far along in all of those occasions that we've seen him.
Enemy remaining.
Exactly, as you said, that's just how he is. That's what he's good for. Shokila, however, he did try his best though. He was close enough to kind of clutch that one off, but in the end, once again, fell short.
And once again, well, it's gonna be another seaside approach here. Shock darts are probably gonna deal with some of the utility of the Killjoy. Immediately making their way onto the side here. 1-for-1 trade here. King alongside Woody with the rifles and Kenshiro reigning supreme with the Bucky. Once again, this is his signature alongside him to cave. However, Mirai will catch him on the over-aggress here. Shokila
One enemy
maybe
remaining.
looking out to receive Salt here. Unexpected swing from him. Mirai now left alone in this 1v2.
With the time ticking, she needs to spot him to K there. Oh, she does. Guess the 3K landed in. Oh,
And he actually clutches the round with the 4K.
beautifully played here by Mirai. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Wait, is this
Wait.
a replay? What?
No, that's still one of them alive though.
Concentrate.
Another
An ace!
an ace coming out from Mirai. The Clovolt investment. As was it enough? And it was indeed. Just in the nick of time, the defuse comes through for Mirai and an ace to finish it up under pressure.
Oh my goodness, Alikate, this is literally the best clutch I have seen so far in the tournament. That is just beautiful. I mean, Salt did go for the rest there, but again, it didn't really work out.
Last player
Oh, the
standing.
way she spots them down.
At that point, I think at one point it felt like Salt was not probably going to invest the Clovolt, but
Exactly, that's
it was
what
so unexpected
play?
to
Let's
see that being invested. And then Mirai, despite the time running low, manages to find the round and an ace in the grand finals.
Shokila is just going strong there. What? M2K spots him though. Kenshiro pulled down there by Reaper.
Round getting very messy for Howlers here. Still
Enemy remaining.
having to manage as to how they want to fight the defense, but Dentinels now kind of finding their groove, winning out these gunfights.
As usual, we've seen it in the semifinals. They're kind of replicating the same in the grand finals.
M2K, despite getting this kill, doing so much in the space creation department, just not enough in the end.
Last player.
Just surrounded by the repositioning of the defenders.
Placing swarm grenade.
That's all 5 men going towards the mid. He's made his entry though. M2K.
Just the prediction that someone would probably be in that smoke here, and well, the rest of the team kind of matching that energy. Shokila will manage to find King. M2K will be landing that refract here and almost getting a kill. Shokila will be brought down by Woody in the end. And Salt will finish off proceedings, tying the scoreline once again.
Pretty interestingly, I believe that is most probably a forceful round here going to be coming in by the defenders, and that is the last round that they could afford here, because they will be going broke if they lose.
Yeah, ultimates to work with for the side of Dentinels. Certainly can have a workaround with all of them. However, on the other side, Kenshiro also has the overdrive available, and he could be proven very deadly. We've seen it in the past. kind of a fake attempt at a C hit. The relay bolt goes through towards that side. And Showkiller be going with an exploration as to how he wants to spot on the player, and he actually manages to find King. King is not hearing those footsteps. Or
What is
maybe,
going
or maybe he thinks that Showkiller will be too far away to have an angle on him.
Probably that's what Kenshiro was there, but he just couldn't get that trade. Well, the spike's being planted. It all depends on the retake now. Kenshiro manages to find Showkiller there. Kenshiro is very hungry. Oh, M2K gets Reaper down. Oh, on the flank. Gets one. Salt. Instantly traded it off. Oh, the Killjoy's ult.
The detainment comes through, but Woody is still in play with that recall and just misses.
That was-
M2K sharp on the shooting here. Salt emerges from that short angle here. Mirai once again in a position to clutch out, but Woody is gonna be the Sova that reigns supreme in this round.
Exactly. I mean, Mirai was just way too close there, but again, she just couldn't really spot on Woody there. And Woody was the savior.
Yeah, that Killjoy lockdown definitely pushed Howlers into some very uncomfortable situations, but despite all of that, standing strong, right, almost getting another touch here. That would have been one to look out for. She's having an insane game.
Definitely.
And individually, she's currently outperforming the rest of her team.
Kenshiro once again. Oh, they just go in. And Basil instantly traded out by Kenshiro there. Oh, okay, that's a good no scope though. Reaper finds Kenshiro down. Mirai once again. M2K.
Look at how annoying that Bucky is.
Yes,
Still
it is, it
jumping
is.
around, dealing damage.
Definitely. Reaper and Mirai.
But in a 1v2 now,
And-
this shock dart could prove deadly. King barely escapes it. That
Last 20 remaining.
only thing that didn't connect here.
Ooh,
If King
To die,
will get
but
each
you're not part of my bigger
a kill, securing the 6th for Howlers right now.
Exactly. I mean, both of these have been doing a wonderful job. The chemistry was immense right now. Ult was really good with the Marshall there, though. I mean, the fact that he got that no-scope was just beautifully played.
Basil here, eventually when he ran out of bullets here, he pretty much accepted his fate
Exactly.
that he was getting dominated in that garage side. This time, Kenshiro not going to be taking a faster approach towards his garage side, playing it out passively. And also from the side of Dentinels, passive angles being held. Kenshiro just posted up, jump spotting. Now regroup with the team. Slow walk being made towards this A side. Split, it seems, is the play for the side of Howlers.
But the defenders are kind of reading and right on the spot there. Look at that. Mirai and all both finding the target there. Salt going for the res. King finds one. Woody. Salt finishing Reaper off. Basil Showkiller left alone in a 2v3 here.
Spike planted.
Have to isolate so many angles here. Showkiller now arriving on the scene, but he does have utility to work with. He can certainly isolate some of these fights. Basil also has the turret available to maybe isolate a fight here. Showkiller managed to find one already. Woody brought down. Kenshiro will get a kill, and in the end, Showkiller actually from that long side will clutch up the round.
I mean, we did see Mirai kind of putting in some distractions there just to get a bit ahead. On the hell, they spotted one. Woody was being taken down by Showkiller and ultimately leading Showkiller to clutch the entire
And you see,
round.
he only used one piece of utility,
One.
only one flash.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
He had the opportunity to maybe isolate the fight with the ball, but
Last player standing.
that would have been a bit too much, I guess. In that scenario, like if you gave away too much of the information, like if you like kind of overcook it, it could kind of go against you in some scenarios. And well, Showkiller definitely making good use of his utility. Only one flash needed for that clutch to be pulled off.
Revealing area.
Exactly.
As we now go into the last round of the half here, once again, Showkiller This time he'll be forced to use a lot of utility now to prevent any approach from the side of Howlers, but that's not going to be the slow button for Howlers side.
One enemy remaining.
Dentinels somehow have held their own and secured a 6-6 half against Howlers.
I mean, come on, we need to talk about how great the placements were towards the A side. They didn't let Howlers even move a bit. I mean, M2K did try to put some impact there, but it just felt short at the end.
Indeed, but now there's going to be a swap of the sides here. Howlers moving on towards the defense. Dentinels on the attack now. Must win for Dentinels to force us maybe perhaps on a third map, and for Howlers standing just 7 rounds away for securing the grand finals of the Valorant Winter Cup. Sure, already posted up on this angle here. Shokila also jumping on top of the box here. This time is falling around.
Spike's heading towards the garage here, though. Alp spots that. Oh, King on top there.
Drops down now, opting the correct angle here. Will be spotting out Alp. Just a chip damage. The headhunter shots are not connecting. Damage being dealt to King, and he swings out, gets rid of Alp, and Woody will find the kill onto Basil. Refrag from M2K. Chokila trying to make a play here. Reaper will bring down Woody.
I mean, he tried to TP back though, but it fell short. Reaper.
M2K. Good saturate. Gonna delay the approach inside of Dentinels.
Oh, that's a double peek being displayed here towards the garage.
And Dentinels don't want any of that garage space. Instead, they're going to be shifting their focus
30
towards this
seconds left.
B side here. Salt will manage to spot a couple of these players, but are they aware Shokila is already trying to make a play here? Mirai,
Mirai,
look
that
at
is
this.
just
They're
not good.
timing. King is going to be caught unaware here. M2K on the other side. It's a bit labored, but he does manage to find the kill in the end. Reaper making it
One
competitive
enemy remaining.
and getting 3 on the round here. And we'll find the final kill as well. So the pistol round is secured
I
for
think
Dentinels.
Reaper is trying to send the message to Salt here, who's the better clove, because that 4K was phenomenal.
Indeed it was. But yeah, Salt going up against Reaper in the battle of the clove here. Unaware, being caught was King here. And also Mirai would have almost landed this kill as well, but just
Last player
last
standing.
couple of bullets going the way of M2K, but however it did not matter as her teammate Reaper secured the crucial 4K to win out the round.
I can't miss.
King going for an exploration will find Basil. Headhunter is very deadly, especially on eco rounds. And this team,
Indeed.
Howlers, definitely wouldn't take them lightly on these rounds, despite the lower weaponry.
I mean, they've got the side though, they've got the plantation there. M2K spots Shokila there. Salt, however, on the second one. Alp.
Last enemy remaining.
Now a 2v1 somehow. Alp will be having to do so much work here. Has the Spectre, can't play around these angles. Salt will be brought down. Now a 1v1. King, however, with the recovered Spectre, will tie things up once again. Howlers securing the eco round now. As I said, you definitely don't count these guys out in those types of rounds. When they have the lower weaponry, they pull out some magic.
That is no doubt the case here. And once again, I mean, those picks by Salt were just very crucial, you know, to ultimately securing the round. And once again, he was at the heaven. He could have tried but he did get Salt there. But again, at the end, you know, King was just more faster, more accurate, and ultimately led them having the eco in the end.
We now tied up the scoreline 7-7. Now the weaponry will be pretty much equal. Salt starting things off here. Shokila will be tagged down as Reaper falls. Oh, manages to miss the shot here onto Woody. But gets the re-peek onto him. So numbers are equalized.
Kenshiro.
Look at this guy, but he doesn't find the kill.
He's been missing a lot though. I mean, that was quite the whiff there. But again, Mirai is still alive. She could be King. However, oh, he gets it back though. Kenshiro manages to pull up down here.
And well, what do you do against that movement?
Oh, you cannot do anything. Basil, he accepted his fate for the second time at that point.
Just so hard to track in those scenarios here. As soon as you hear Kenshiro jumping around, I mean, you just have to strap in yourself and be prepared for an aim lab scenario at that point. Just a tracking scenario.
Exactly.
Track them down.
Economy is going to be very bad for Dentinels if they
Revealing area.
conceive this round. And Kenshiro this time so fast, not even allowing Dentinels the opportunity to take any space here, going for more still, and Shokila alongside Basil will take the man advantage here. Salt and M2K now have the work to do in this round. Shokila trying to make his way onto the side here, manages to find Salt as well.
A 3K down his shoulders. OM2K spots him down there. A 1v2 scenario. Ooh, gets Reaper. Reaper goes for the ult.
So well invested here. M2K now down to very low HP here. Facing a lot of pressure and will eventually be brought down. So a valiant effort for him. But the investment of the Clove ult saves Dentinels in that round. And once again, the score is all tied up.
It's getting way too close, Alike. I'm not really sure. That's literally the exact scenario that we saw in the semifinals against the Yonkers. But again, I mean, Howlers are kind of giving them the fight, honestly. They're not going to let them go that easy on the hook.
Certainly will not, but it just comes down to how aggressive Howlers get after those initial kills. Like, they definitely do the job in that initial phase of the round, but then just a bit of an over-aggression on the last couple of rounds that we've seen.
Look at him,
Just not-
2K though. He's hiding in that smoke. Oh, he gets it down as well.
Sneaky, sneaky. Ulb will try to find one with the Blaze Storm. Kenshiro, however, posted up on that off angle towards that platform. Basil on 5 HP will manage to find another kill here. And Woody will jump out of that smoke, emerge, and bring Basil down. All down to Reaper here. One more kill found. Salt also brought down. A 1v1 against King. Rifle recovered for him. So, once again, all comes down to the wire. These rounds.
I mean, Howlers kind of made the biggest mistake to give those 1v1s to Reaper, because you cannot underestimate Reaper of how good he actually is. Slowly and partially making his way towards the A side. King kind of coming in from the flank, but again, he's too far off there. He's going to be wasting quite a lot of time to kind of rotate, honestly.
Yeah, certainly. King just waiting for maybe Reaper to arrive on that scene, but completely on opposite sides of the map here. And as soon as this plant goes down, that will be the confirmation for King to make a very long rotate.
Exactly.
And in that point, King has to do a lot of angle clearing here. Reaper could be anywhere, but he's waking his way.
Oh, he
towards that
knows
short
he's
side.
here. He's aware of King. The knife is gonna go. Oh, wait a second. Is he gonna check?
And the knife out will
the
catch
knife.
King off guard. Reaper will secure the round once again in the lead. Both teams going back and forth on this second map. Dentinels, as we saw yesterday against Yonkers, they're kind of giving the same treatment to Howlers now.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. They are the underdogs. I mean, can you even expect that? But again, Reaper, we need to give him the credit. That was a very much secureable round, and he did it. He proved it. I think King is not going to make the mistake of taking the knife out again,
Revealing
hopefully.
area. Revealing area.
They will definitely have to be very diligent on that. And now, a very broken buy here for Howlers once again. But as we, if we know anything about this team, they are certainly very deadly on those rounds as well. And overdrive available for Kenshiro in any case as well.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Running back invested for the side of Dentinels. Shokila will be eventually be brought down. Reaper, however, starting things off with the official kill onto M2K. King holding his nerve, fixated on this angle into Garage alongside Kenshiro. So any contact taken will be the go button for Kenshiro. And well, there's no need for a contact for King to take, as Mirai will just walk into the crosshair. Rifle being handed over to King. 14 HP. As their work cut out, now arriving
30
onto the scene
seconds
here.
left.
Woody playing a very passive angle towards the side here. Salt also arriving on the scene. Ult will manage to find Salt. A Clove ult also invested. And that Hunter Spirit is not getting much value from the side of Woody here. However, Dentinels, Basil arriving on the scene, managed to find 2 kills, leaving it all down to Woody in this 1v3. And, well, the first team to reach double digits on Haven is gonna be Dentinels.
I mean, Dentinels, I am so surprised. They are not... I wouldn't even say that Howlers is giving them the fight at this point. I mean, they are kind of making sure that Howlers suffer for the fact that, you know, the first map that they won. And that's exactly the sort of performance that Dentinels is kind of giving right now. Of course, we need to talk about how well Basil played those 2 picks at a very crucial time.
Indeed, and now we will be making our way into the 19th round of Haven. A proper tussle between both these teams. But once again, now we have Howlers on a full buy once again. Kenshiro also investing the op as well. Salt anchoring alongside Kenshiro and M2K towards his garage and seaside. Split.
Oh,
And
that's...
M2K will be landing that perfect converging paths, allowing Salt and M2K getting both of those kills apiece. This time, King goes for an exploration. That would have been very close. He decided to stick around. Reaper, however, will bring down M2K. Sentinels now work their way slowly into this B side here. Smokes at the ready towards that C-Link. As Mirai is
30 seconds left.
generational
Spike
lurk
planted.
here. I don't think any of those
You should run.
Howler players are aware of that.
They have
Mirai
no idea,
has
though.
the opportunity to go huge. This game does turn around.
Enemy remaining.
Now all comes down to Kenshiro in this 1v3. Manages to find a kill, but will have to run away with the op. Separated from the spike for too long, but Mirai with that insane lurk.
I mean, she kind of saw King going in there and she took the opportunity. I mean, that was perfectly played by her. I think they need to kind of work on for the flanks and everything because she's being too sneaky in this specific map. 11-8 for them. Dentinels more closer to the match point than Howlers could ever be.
Indeed, and Howler is starting to, like, they get the initial advantage as we talked about previously, but once again, the over-aggression and just sometimes just not expecting some of these plays with the lurks.
I mean, if we know something about Mirai, that's what she's actually good at. I mean, we've seen her do the same on Sage on the split in the semifinals as well.
Kenshiro getting ahead of that smoke here, posted up on the semi-long angle. King will be spotted out by that recon bolt, has to fall back for getting any more damage. goes through, and that will be the go button for Dentinels to make their way onto the side here. It's a bit labored. Woody, however, with the Sheriff, we know this guy's insane. Manages to find 2 already. And Mirai will manage to find 2 kills, but Woody, 4 kills with the Sheriff!
What in the disaster is this for Dentinels? This is Basel left alone in a 1v3.
Woody is going for the ace. Basel, what angle is he going to be watching for? M2K, however, caught off guard. Basel has to isolate some of these fights here. Expects a player perhaps maybe towards the back of side here. Woody is on the other side.
I think
Is on for the ace. Woody Basel does the other player. Kenshiro post it up on that teammate angle. Will deny the ace. But what an insane bit of shooting from Woody there at the back of the side.
I mean, that was just a pure insanity, honestly. We were not expecting that, but again, that is what we know about Woody. That is what he's best at. Just give him the Sheriff at this point.
Legendary.
Enemy remaining.
Not so
Right
good
here.
with the rifle, but you give him a Sheriff and you can expect magic to happen.
Indeed.
And now Howlers finally put an end to
Scanning
the
ahead.
chain of rounds being put up by Dentinels. Reaper can sure the equation already in this round. A huge blow once again for Howlers. King, however, will manage to find an equalizer onto Basel. Will find Sol. Also making this
One enemy player
M2K will find 1, but it's not gonna be enough. It is going to be Dentinels now on map point for Haven.
Match point.
I mean, interestingly enough, that's literally history being repeated once again, as we talked about. They did the same thing on the semifinals, and they're doing it with Howlers, the 2 giants of the game. Are you joking? That is something that you don't see a lot.
They have to stay composed in this scenario. Not allow Howlers any opportunity to come back into the game. They have ultimates to work with.
Bye.
With the buy that Howlers do have, they can certainly take advantage of it, but
Joke's over! You're dead!
Okay. Oh, sorry, King with the outlaw. We'll have to push back. Okula will be making his way, spotting out King, but dealing so much damage to King. Also play, Shiro will find the kill with the off. Howlers have to work it out for them. I come to see again, Sol will find the kill on the right. As the rest of the team arrives at the scene, utility being dealt with. Commission of the nanoswarms as well. Low smoke also in the spam. Trying to run through the smokes here. Woody, however, is taking the defuse. He is taking it, and it is coming through in the end for Howlers.
What in the world? They're not going to let Dentinels go around just towards the victory yet. I think Howlers still has a lot of stuff that they want to play with right now.
Certainly have a lot of fight in them yet. Crucial here from Sol. Then also Howlers are left with the spam here, but just missing out at that spin. They eventually saw the spike
Quick feet, quick
completely
trigger.
defused. Aggressive angles been taken already by M2K. And have to be very vigilant on these players.
Look at M2K. Oh,
Spotted out, Shokila is aware of it.
he is very aware. Salt.
Managed to find 2 Salt as well. It's gonna go by the
Spike
as well.
down, B.
Woody manages to find success with the 100 spares all onto Basel. 4v3 scenario. Mirai equalized the numbers.
Choke that.
HP both on the side of Dentinels will fall eventually. Reaper
Enemy.
Oh.
My ult's ready.
find a crucial kill onto Kenshiro, now making it a 2v2. Mirai is low, so I'll have to take charge. The first contact, the first line of defense. Investment. Here, Woody will have to run away.
One enemy remaining.
King arrives onto the scene. Now a 1v2 for Mirai to navigate, and King lands the shot through the wall. What is that prediction?
That is a very usual spot, but again, we were not expecting it to just land just like that. Mirai was already low, so oh my goodness, Howlers very close to taking it to the overtime. Will that be the case?
They are so dead. That's a good spot.
That is the last chance for Dentinels to kind of take the charge and end this before Howlers are going to come back. Oh, the Killjoy's turret kind of spots King in, misses the shot on Basil. Can he get that one back into the bag?
Going up.
Shogun creating pressure towards that B front side as well with the Phoenix ball.
I think Dentinels would just want to finish up the map, you know, and not take it to the OT. So obviously they have to be very vigilant right now. Both of the defenders kind of rotating off from the A side while the attackers make their way towards the A. Woody, Kenshiro, both of them spotting one of them out there. Showkiller, the spike has been planted there, but M2K, however, he lands the shot on Basil. That puts the defenders in the advantage of the manpower. Oh, the ult has been invested. Mirai kind of stuck into the corner. M2K makes the move. Salt pulls Showkiller down. King on the up. Kenshiro as the operator. Woody pulls Reaper down. That is insanity. Howlers, everybody, has taken it to the overtime. They are not going to let Dentinels go. They're not going to let their hard work go to the wane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to the OT. It's just pretty interesting about the KDAs that we are witnessing. Reaper has been popping off so far. Just one kill behind Kenshiro, but again, having that KDA on a controller is just pure insanity, with just Mirai falling down with a 22-19. I mean, that's just insane. Reaper giving out clear message to the Salt that he probably is the better controller, better Clove. I mean, Albus kind of holding off that angle towards the window. I believe nobody's going to be approaching that anytime sooner. C side, a bit of a action being placed there. M2K. Spike's kind of heading towards the A side there. They are going to be falling on towards Mirai there, hiding in that specific corner that she's been hiding quite a lot of time. It all depends on the initial picks that she could get in the round. And the entrance has been made towards the A side. Oh, Mirai is down. Albus down as well. Kenshiro, King, Salt, each of them finding a kill of their own.
One enemy remaining.
Salt just gets Showkiller down. Basil in a 1v3, but in the end, the Sentinel that gets crowned is none other than King. Everybody, Howlers, just one match, just one round away from winning the title of the Grand Finalist. Will they be able to take the crown, or will Dentinels jump back?
Certainly. I mean, if we've seen anything from the side of Dentinels in that last half that we've seen before regulation, it's been a lot of back and forth. So that's certainly not out of the equation that we can rule out But Kenshiro with the op now posted up
Oh,
for the C-long angle. Alb.
oh no,
The
this
one
is
facing
bad.
up against him, spots out the player. Jet smoke to kind of distract
found my
a
trap.
little bit. Chokla will be taking care of that trademark as well. King now posted on the angle, but they just eliminated the utility, faked their presence towards his garage side, and now approaching towards the B side.
I think King is looking to go aggressive here, and he
Be brought down by Ulb, is watching for that angle. A lot of work now on the shoulders of Salt and the rest of his team here. M2K, however, will find an equalizer kill. Spike is now down. Chokla trying his best. Salt as well arriving onto the scene. Still fighting for his life here, but will be eventually brought down. Now M2K and Kenshiro to pull off a 2v3 potential.
Spike planted.
A wrap around. M2K, however, making his way as Kenshiro lands the shot.
Oh, Shokila is gonna be jumbled up by two of them. Wait a second, M2K finds the kill on Shokila, leaves Reaper in the vulnerable
Backside is clear,
situation.
and they've now spotted out Reaper as well. Gonna go for the slide, and that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Howlers have secured the grand finals of the Valorant Winter Cup here
Defenders win.
at O2 Esports Gaming Lounge.
Oh my goodness, that was very close for Dentinels. It's just so bad, giving such a good fight to Howlers and in the end falling a bit short. Oh, that must hurt a
ये है
bit.
रहमान ओवरप्राइज्ड कोड
Enemy remaining.
Certainly, it was a valiant effort from the side of Dentinels, but in the end, Howlers, despite being down a couple rounds, show the mental resilience and proving that they are indeed a top-tier team.
Definitely, I think it was the comeback of the year, perhaps, because I mean,
So far.
we were so far, yeah, but we were expecting Dentinels to close off this map as early as they could, but for some reasons, Howlers, they did not want it to let that happen.
Yeah, in the end, Howlers finally turning up the notch and closing things out here in the grand finals. I will see the highlights here. It was such a back and forth, like till the end of regulation almost. It was such a back and forth between both these teams. Mirai, we have to talk about the insane lurks, the insane hold that she had on that B main angle,
I swear.
and an ace as well on top of that on the same map.
That's what she's born for, I guess. I mean, she is exceptionally well. And by the way, we are talking about a woman playing in all men competition. You know, we don't usually see that scene quite a lot in our community. But again, we have to give her the heads up here.
Definitely a great performance from her individually, but on the other side, we just have to also appreciate how Howlers pulled off this victory as a team, finding cohesion once again. They had some messy rounds as to how they started off. Like, they were winning the initial phase of the round, and then just kind of throwing it away with some unnecessary aggression.
One enemy remaining.
But certainly adjusting right in the nick of time.
Last
Hey,
player
can we
standing.
talk about how well Shokila performed on the Phoenix? Because, like, insanity. That was pure monstrous Phoenix. I think that could be the best Phoenix I have ever witnessed on someone in this community.
Certainly, Shokila making great use of that Phoenix, certainly, and like the amount of versatility, especially now, how the utility has changed. Like, the flash is now the signature ability, so as soon as you get kills, you get another flash. And if you're Phoenix, in this scenario, Shokila, if he's getting a lot of kills here, and that we see right now here as well, taking those opportunities with the run and back, catching King off guard, it's certainly a very dangerous agent in the hands of a good player, and Shokila definitely displayed that to the fullest here.
One enemy remaining.
Doing a thing.
Last player standing.
But in the end, we can talk about all the great plays from the side of Dentinels, but unfortunately, as a team, they just fell a bit short against the mighty Howlers.
That is for true, but again, I wouldn't be pissed off with the fact that I gave this much competition to Howlers, because come on, you have to credit them for it, because I don't think a team has ever come this close to Howlers, except for Game Theory.
Yeah, certainly, they definitely gave Howlers a run for the money, and the first time, actually, in this semi-final and final stage, a map was forced into overtime. We've seen, like, clear-cut like matches being decided in the regulation kind of phase of the game. But the first time in a grand finals, the second map, the last map basically of the entire tournament, gets forced into overtime, and well, Howlers wasting no time whatsoever in securing this overtime
Last
victory.
player standing.
Exactly. I think, Reaper, he was popping off as usual with the clove here and there. We've seen him. I think there was a couple rusty plays by King, but again, King kind of made the run at the end anyways. And then, of course,
One enemy remaining.
Indeed, making insane plays here. Ulb here almost, we see this round, making a huge hero play, but King just in the nick of time securing that Spectre. We're gonna have to definitely talk about King now. Having won with the team, he basically beat at SEC now.
I mean, he's taking the bag everywhere he actually goes.
Maybe now he goes to a different team.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that could be the case.
Yeah, I think he's trying to, like, how a player in a story mode game, they're trying to have achievements, like in a game like, obviously, I mean, probably people on the stream would recognize, like a game like F1. Like playing from different teams, winning the Constructors and the Drivers' Championship with the same team. I think King is probably on a side quest like that.
I mean,
Maybe we'll be seeing King on a different team in the next tournament.
I think he's got his portfolio set it up for the year. Let's see where he heads up next, because wherever he goes, he crowns himself the champion.
Indeed, and living up to his name, certainly his stock would be going up so much.
That is for
Any team that
sure.
wants him in the future. As we talk about him, one of the more rare mistakes from a player like King, but in that scenario, I think would have been unexpected for him
30
to
seconds
navigate
left.
that a certain player would be tucked
That
in
is
that
true.
corner.
That is for sure true.
Like I never left.
As we just wrap up these highlights here, it's been such a long
Spike
tournament.
planted.
So many teams came forward in this tournament. So many insane rounds, battles throughout, full days of matches. In the end, it came down to Howlers and Dentinels. Albeit it was a 2-0 finish. But man, oh man, that second map definitely takes the cake as one of the best maps that we've probably seen.
I think I can crown that the best one for me, for sure. You have your opinions, but again, I kind of still feel bad for Dentinels. I mean, the run, the competition that they give Howlers, I think that's enough for you. Even if you don't, as I said before, even if you don't secure the bag, you're still giving that tough competition to a team like Howlers. I think that's a win within itself.
Indeed. As we talk about players as well, we talked about Ken and Woody moving up to his Sheriff still. That Sheriff is legendary.
I think
Showing
that,
how it's done on that gun, albeit a bit. I mean, he does obviously does the rifling mainly, but somehow that Sheriff just initiates something different in him. He is so consistent with it.
I think the rifles were just not working out for him for this one specifically, but I think the Sheriff just did the job equally.
To see these overtime rounds as well. A 2v3 being pulled off was very crucial. Basel going for that exploration kind of, I guess, cost them the round for Dentinels. And then Reaper, just the sole survivor in the end, was just not able to finish it up here. And we see the score as well for the second map. First one, a dominant performance. And for Howlers, the second map was a bit of a struggle. I mean, Dentinels definitely gave them a run for their money, but barely securing it in the end now, securing themselves as the Grand Final champions. As we now look at another look at the scoreboard here, complete team performance from the side of Howlers. But yeah, once again, we have to give the congratulations to Howlers. Definitely deserved the victory here in the Grand Finals. A valiant effort from the side of Dentinels, as we talked about. We'll be seeing more of this team so far. I think they put out a really great performance.
I think that's what pulls the button for them, because if you give such competition to Howlers, I think you have an immense potential. I hope we're gonna see them in the future tournaments. I hope they don't disband or something like that, because so far they've been doing a wonderful job. Not just, I think the run that they had so far could be one of the best so far we have seen.
Certainly. I think if this team definitely sticks around, you can certainly see them do some serious damage in the Pakistani community, being a very unpredictable type of team. As we've seen in this map, Howlers definitely had to... That first map, I guess it's kind of tradition for them now, for the side of Dentinels to give away that 13-1. And very specific, oddly, in this map, in this game as well.
That is for sure.
But that second map, a clear head-to-head fight between both these teams.
Exactly. It's not even like it was one-sided at any sort of point there. But again, I mean, Howlers kind of started taking that pace after that, couple... I think Woody's round was what kind of gave them the momentum to further be a bit more efficient at it and just finish the job, because that 4K by Woody was just pure insanity. I think that was the best clip, the best eco round of this tournament so far.
Certainly, and we're also going to be having a look at the MVP. Who was your MVP for this map?
I think as much as we know by the kills that it was Kenshiro, we knew he was the MVP, but again, I think other players, like maybe sort of, let's talk about Shokila, for example. I think he deserved it. He did have the ass kills as Kenshiro. He was quite a bit down, but again, he deserved to be crowned as the MVP for me at least.
From the winning side, we definitely have to give the flowers to Kenshiro, but from the Dentinel side, I think we definitely saw everyone having moments of brilliance, but so far, I think from the side of Dentinels, if I had to pick one player, it'd have to be Mirai.
Mirai, yeah, I give that to Mirai, sure.
The player from Dentinels putting up a solid performance. Obviously, the first maps not reflecting well of a prediction as to how the rest of the team plays, but on the second map, what we saw against Yonkers as well, and also in this map as well, in this game as well, she came alive, clutching out 1v1s with an ace as well, with the lurk kills as well, holding her ground in that B main angle as well, securing that 4K as well. Just insane performances all around.
I think if you give the crown to Mirai, not just for this map, but if you talk about the first map, even though her team fell short, but she was the only person in that team with a double-digit KDA and a positive KDA. So we need to talk about that as well. She did a wonderful job, not just in the second map, but in the first one as well.
Indeed, and well, we definitely hope to see more of this team. As we talked about, we can't emphasize this further. Guys, you showed up an insane performance. We definitely hope to see more of you against top teams like Howlers. Like, if you can manage to disrupt teams like these, if with a little more time, you can certainly see them like being a very frequent team that shows up in these semi-finals, final stages, and just causing nuisance for these top teams, playing a very unpredictable style as well.
Exactly, you kind of made this a bit more memorable for us, casting a tournament with a team that is just not the usual. The underdogs of the community being in the grand finals. I think me and Ali Kid equally enjoyed the casting. It was just beautiful.
Certainly, it was a treat to watch. A fresh piece of faces coming to the grand final stage here, going up against mighty Howlers. And yeah, at this point, I think we will definitely have to wrap things up here. And this has been such a fun tournament. It's been a pleasure to cast alongside you, Irvin. But yeah, as we talked about this tournament, what was your favorite matchup from these semi-final and the final stage? What was your favorite map that you watched?
I think this one.
This one?
This one was pure perfection. I think this one was the most fun to watch. What about you?
I think certainly this one is in the top of the list, but on the other side, we definitely have to talk about that map that Dentinels played against Yonkers. That split map, the one that that one that was like a complete back and forth. Insane performances again in that round as well. I mean, from the side of Game Theory and Howlers, it wasn't like there wasn't much to look forward to. Like, Game Theory was just completely outperformed by Howlers, but that Yonkers versus Dentinels semi-final, that was especially that split map. That was certainly one to watch.
That would be put up second for me.
Right, we'll certainly be moving over to the interview stage of our grand finals in a couple of moments. We'll just be right back with that, okay? And yeah, once again, we just have to give our flowers to Howlers. They have deserved this tournament. They will definitely be taking that beautiful trophy that we saw in the stories as well. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think the run that Howlers had so far, you know, in comparison to the other group matches, I would say it was pretty flawless. You know, it wasn't much competition. So the fact that I crowned this specific map, the map 2, as the best is only because that was the only map that somebody ever gave competition to Howlers throughout the entire tournament. Not just semifinals, not just quarter. Every single match we saw till now for Howlers was just one-sided.
Completely, and great performance from all of those players. Complete teamwork all around. Definitely showing everyone that they're still the team to beat on the block. They have started off this year very dominantly, and will definitely continue to work on maintaining this dominance as well, because these chain of victories is definitely going to put a target on their back.
I agree with you. Keep up the practice, keep up the scrims, go for it. I think stick together and you're going to make it way far.
Yeah, they had a substitute this time, Protagonist being swapped out instead of King, but will be interesting to see because he was a wildcard entry in this roster, but now I have to see which one will it be. And now we see also the winning team presented on our screens, Howlers. And yeah, well, as we talk about the insane performances from Howlers, we have to also give credit to the rest of the teams that took part in this tournament.
So yeah, that definitely I would say that. I mean, you know, we need to give credit to Game Theory. We need to give credit to other teams. For example, Diversity. We had a few more as well. New faces all around. You know, it was group stages. So obviously, it's the first time we actually saw group stages in a tournament because you don't actually see that. It's like a football sort of a, you know, placement with a lot of matches that each team had to play just to come this far. So it's like insanity. 7 days straight, these teams had to come in, play multiple matches, 4 matches, 5 matches a day. That was, I think I would have probably fainted doing that. But again, yeah, that was a good run by other teams as well. Okay, so we will be right back. I think we do have the interviews lining up as well. And yeah, we're just going to be right back. There's going to be a 5-minute timer. We just get sorted with the interviews and everything. So be right back.
brush me again, won't see much talking. Old lot of violence, swinging corpse and sold in a sideways. Bring 10 Walkmans, been squawking like boy don't test me. Now I mean it, boy don't vex me. Man, power out, said too much esky. Flex like Messi, then get kicked off your jet ski. Chat back, got me stuck. Always wanna chat back, damage shock. You gotta wait for average walk to be walking my chat back, savage pop. You got a team, go get 'em. No hesitate, my G, just ballad. Bubble can stick to wait after Rick to you and your ifs get drenched in venom.
Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante.
Todo mundo Paduim, a tropa do bom de cama. Todo mundo Paduim, do bom de cama.
Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante. Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante.
Paduim, tropa do bom de cama.
again, won't see much talking. Old lot of violence, swinging corpse and soul in a sideways. Bring 10 Walkmans, been squawking like boy don't test me. Now I mean it, boy don't vex me. Man, paradise had too much esky. Flex like Messi, then get kicked off the jet ski. Jab, I got big stuff. Always wanna chat, but damage shot. You are way too average. Want to be walking my jet, my savage pop. You got a team, go damn. No hesitate, my G, just ball up the bubble. Sink to wait after Rick to you and your riffs get drenched in venom.
Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante.
Todo mundo vai do empurra a tropa do bom de cama. Todo mundo vai do empurra do bom de cama.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel? Nunca vai ser amante. Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante.
brush me again, won't see much talking. Old lot of violence, swinging corpse and sold in a sideways. Bring 10 Walkmans, been squawking like boy don't test me. Now I mean it, boy don't best me. Man, power around, said too much esky. Flex like Messi, then get kicked off the jet ski. Chat my garbage stuff, always wanna chat my damage shot. You know wait for average, want to be walking my chat, my savage pop. You got a thing, go get 'em. No hesitate, my G, just bell up the bubble. Cause slick to wait after Victor, you and your ifs get drenched in venom.
Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel?
Nunca vai ser amante.
Todo mundo vai do empurra até todo bom de cama. Todo mundo vai do empurra todo bom de cama.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel, nunca vai ser amante. Relacionamento sem crush nem ficante.
Quem nasceu pra ser fiel,
Nunca vai ser amante.